I need me a pair of shades.
I
not
know,
need
how
to
cool.
leave some behind.
I'll take Jamie's calls if she looks that cool, I'll be honest with you. Well, look, guys, earlier in the show, we were talking about snacking. Of course, it's the festive season.
Yeah.
And we're getting all the snacking ideas coming through. And this is a little bit of I think, something that everyone can make. I think we always have some of these ingredients at home. And of course, with Bakers, we're going to do something special. And we are making bacon and cheese bombs.
Oh. I can't wait to take you through it. I am so ready. So my ingredients are very simple. I have melted butter in here in the pot, and we have milk, 2 cups of milk, cayenne pepper and smoked paprika, flour, bacon, cheddar, mozzarella, and this basically becomes the final product, okay? But before we get into this, I'm gonna let you know how we reach that final step. 4 tablespoons of butter, okay? Is in there. Then we put in our 4 cups of milk in there. Cayenne
You're so careful in the kitchen. I'm very impressed.
Have to.
Everyone else here is just throwing things all over the show. And you're just so pristine, Cook Adams. Thank you. Very nice.
You know what? And all I do here is just stir, stir, stir until the consistency is a little bit thicker. Unfortunately, Raul, this is kind of like the first step into achieving, you know, our cheesiness of our cheese bombs.
You're so
cheesy, so you have to be patient. I'm a cheesy person. So you have to kind of be patient. Mix, mix, mix until the consistency becomes a little bit thicker. And then, of course, we're gonna add, just for time's sake, we're gonna add our cheddar.
You're chucking the cheese into the mix, so is it going to melt in the pot, I would imagine, right?
100% going to melt, and it's going to give us an even thicker consistency after it's melted.
I love it. Of course, guys, while Cook is busy making this beautiful, beautiful snack for us, you guys can head over to theexpressoshow.com for some more of this recipe inspiration. We're doing bacon and cheese on another level, and you're going to want to pay attention to this. And it's smelling so, so good. So you've chucked in some bacon there, I see already.
Everything in here.
You've got the, was it the cayenne pepper you mentioned?
Yes, cayenne pepper and smoked paprika.
Ooh,
so you can play around with the spices that you prefer and spices that you want.
I think
I like mine a little bit hot.
If Chef Clem was here, he'd probably find all the chilies in the world and chuck them in there. That man makes everything so strong. Wow.
He does, he
makes you know that there's some fire in this meal.
Oh my goodness. So because we are cooking on low heat, so it's gonna take us quite some time to get the consistency that we want, to get the cheese to melt as well. But once all of this is done, okay, this is the final product. How yummy does it look already?
Bowl of cheesiness, and I can see the bacon is crisped up quite nicely there as well.
Yes.
It's really good. So what's next?
Next, we are going to sandwich our bacon and cheese mix.
Ooh, that looks good.
I can't wait, actually.
So you're actually going to... Oh, okay, I got you. So you're literally making a sandwich of cheese.
Exactly.
Or let's say happiness, rather.
A sandwich of happiness. I love that.
Oh, absolutely love it. Now, of course, guys, whether it's festive, entertaining, or simply sharing with us, of course, the family, there is a cracker and a recipe for everybody. And I know it's going to suit every single taste out there. So for today's recipe, we've used our cream crackers and Wheatsworth crackers. But obviously, feel free to swap out any of your favorites. Now, I love these crackers, of course. It's a perfect snack. You can build it up. You can make it so extravagant like we are now. Or you could keep it simple. I mean, if you're even just in a rush, I will normally take some of these crackers and literally spread it on the table with a dip.
100%.
And my kids are so happy. They're smiling and they don't even know the better.
Exactly. Even if you have cheese boards, if you have some guests or family members visiting you, you can make a cheese board with these crackers on there as well. And it's just so tasty and so delicious. And I like how you mentioned that we can just switch it up. We can build it up. Perhaps do like a towered cheese cracker sandwich. It would be so delicious. Okay, Ryle, so I've done 2 for now for the both of us. Okay. And I'm going to hand it over to you.
I'm going to do the good stuff. So just while I am making this, of course, if you are someone that might be maybe a meat-free type of person, you don't have to add the bacon in. And of course, if you don't want bacon, or you perhaps halal, you can add chicken in there, you can add beef. And I think there's a cool way to kind of just make this your own. While I mention that. So of course, you're not excluded. I know a lot of guys aren't always into bacon, although it is a great pairing with your cheese. There are so many other alternatives that you can use for this. So what we're doing next is, what I will do with this one is we're going to create some sort of like a, let's call it a batter. But it's a beautiful baker's batter. So you chuck some of these cream crackers in here, and we get them into a nice little crisp, beat that down and grind it up, and essentially at the end of the day, it's going to end up looking like this. So what I do is I take that beautiful sandwich that you've created. We're going to have, how do we get this to bind to it? We're using some eggs. So I'm going to dip that fully in there. Just dunk it in there. Yeah, and then once it's dunked, I'm gonna drop it into my crumbs. So these are the baker's crumbs that I've just created here.
Gosh.
Yeah, you're seeing the magic take place.
I see it.
Yes. And then I like it all crumbly. I like it thick. Let's try another one over there. Look how cool it looks. So
for
again,
the both of
nice
us.
and simple. Let me come around just make it a little bit easier. So you get a nice big dunk in here. Ooh. And then we put that hero ingredient, that baker's cream cracker, just to give us that beautiful crisp. And then, Kukle Adams, I'm handing it back over to you.
To me.
There
Thank you very much. Now, this is the final step. This is not as complicated as
it's not actually. I was a bit nervous, to be honest. I was like, how are we going to get through all of this? We've got to make a sauce, we've got to do this, we've got to bake. But it's actually fun and it's easy. So this is quite a cool thing I think anyone can do with your family, have a little experience out of it, create a moment, of course.
Your flatmates, whoever you live with, man. So now we have the stove on medium heat.
I was going to ask you, so that oil is hot.
It's hot oil,
right, I got you.
But also medium heat, so because we don't want to burn, we want a crunch, we want the brownness of it. We're going to let it fry for a few minutes. You have to watch over it, though, that's for sure.
I think it's important, though, that I just know with oil, I'm always hesitant in the kitchen, so I think especially the fact that this is preheated, I think everyone should just be careful, be aware of the fact that you are working with hot oil, and it is a dangerous element that can go anywhere. So
it is.
I see why you were being so careful earlier. I got you. Yeah, I got you.
We have to be always careful in the kitchen when we are working with knives, when we are working with oil, etc., etc. So, Ryle, I have brought the final product to you to kind of taste for the masses.
I will do this for Mzansi.
Give us your feedback.
Baker's bacon and cheese bombs. I've never had this before. It is about to go down. I'm hearing everyone in the studio going, wow, salivating. I'm doing the honors. Let's check it out. It's got the crisp. It's got the warm malted cheese. It's got the bacon. It's got everything I need for the festive. Baker's bacon and cheese bombs. There you go. Oh, I love it, Kukle. Thank you so much.
I'm so excited about this.
Is that your happy dance?
This is my happy dance. This is my happy dance. We did so well in the kitchen today. Shout out to you.
Shout out to us. Go grab yourself one. All that hard work. Of course. These are so good. Mzansi, you're definitely going to want to try one of these.
Snack time assorted crackers, an entertainer's dream.